Here we go, go, go. Well, hello, hello there. Welcome back to the Coliseum of Spectacle and Delight. I'm actually pretty stoked about today's list. Today's list comes from... I should probably take a hot second just to make sure I get the correct user, because this was on... What's this? Yes, this was from Zach Hodgkin on Twitter. He posted this list, and I thought it looked amazing. So, copied it. No tweaking. Nothing to be done. And I was so excited about this. You may notice there are Spirebluff Canals there. Yes, I was so excited about this list that I actually committed the wild cards. I know. So let's take a moment and take a look at this. I'm calling it Miracle Grow. It's basically Teamer Prowess. Miracle Grow is a throwback to a deck I loved back in the day, revolving around Quirion Dryad. But basically, we got some new cards here. We got Dragonsguard Elite, a pretty efficient Grizzly Berry, cast an instant or sorcery, put a +1/+1 counter on them. Miracle Grow, then for 6 mana you can double the counters, but I don't imagine they'll come up too often. We got our Soul-Scar Mage, we got our Dreadhorde Arcanist, so we're playing some wizardy fun. And then in addition to that, it's basically just a bunch of spells meant to grow everybody. We got Snakeskin Veil, although I tell you, man, I'm not the biggest fan of some of these. Oops, nah, not that one. I'll just put that Abundant Harvest back in. I'm not the biggest fan of some of the mystical archives compared to their normal counterparts, so I like that one better. Anyways, Snakeskin Veil, giving hexproof plus one counter. Abundant Harvest. This card has really impressed me. In fact, Zan Saeed actually played a Teamer Phoenix list that I got rolled up for next week, or maybe the week after. I think I've got standard for next week. But that's one we'll have to visit, and it really revolves around Abundant Harvest. Watching it in action, I mean, it is a very efficient cantrip. Very efficient. What do you need? You will find it. I'm excited to play it. Soul-Scar Mage, Reckless Rage from our... I mean, this spell is just gaining more and more notoriety ever since Feather, but now, I mean, you can see it anywhere. I mean, if your dude has a big enough butt to survive it, then this is 1 mana for 4 damage. And unlike Redcap Melee, I ain't got to sack a land, so not bad at all. Spell Pierce has a 4 of, which I can respect. You keep your threats alive with you keep your threats alive and you will win the game. Spell Pierce does a good job of that. And then of course Brainstorm. No shuffle effects, but there is a cute combo with Brainstorm and Abundant Harvest, where say you put back 2 lands, then you Abundant Harvest for non-land, poof, you're no longer Brainstorm locked. And then topping off our curve, we have Stormwing Entity, which, as you guys recall from my Phoenix list, is money. There is a lone Wizard's Lightning, because why not? We got Wizards. There might need to be more, but you know what? Like I said, I ain't changing anything with his list. As far as the sideboard goes, again, not changing a thing. We got Lone Klothys, a full set of Mystical Dispute, double Brazen Borrower, 1 Weather the Storm. If you haven't seen this, it's pretty cute. It's, you gain 3 life for 2 mana, but it has a storm, so it copies itself for each spell cast before this turn. So we don't into any burn. We may have an ace in the hole, you know? Tails End for activated, triggered, or legendary spells, a Lone Negate, a Lone Disdainful Stroke, a pair of old Soul Guide Lantern, and the aforementioned Redcap Melees to complete the 1 mana 4 damage suite. So it's a very simple premise. I am very excited to see it in action, so you know what? Let's go see it in action. Alright, Rob Zira. Ooh, the Lures of the Dream Den. This should be fun. No threat, but when we find one, we have the ability to do stuff, so let's try it. The only thing that would make Abundant Harvest better was if it weren't instant, but then of course it'd be insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Could try home. Alright, so what are we thinking? It's either, well, I mean, rogues. Ugh. Yeah, there's no way it's not rogues here. We gotta find a threat, unfortunately, so I may need to... Well, let's play the Triome then. Ugh. It's only fair. I did really well against rogues, or with Roguesy yesterday. Ugh. So now it's going to be everywhere. Not because of me, just because it's a very powerful deck. May go for an end of turn Brainstorm, try to find a threat. Yeah, sure. Here comes the Thieves Guild Enforcer. Threat. Okay. This is not an unwinnable matchup by any stretch of the imagination. However, it is going to be extraordinarily annoying. But that's why we have Mystical Disputes on the board. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's go. Spirebluff Canal, Soul-Scar Mage. Yeah, if he's got like a John in the Lock here or something similar. Now, do we want to? I think I'm going to go ahead and just Abundant Harvest here. I'm going to hold up Spell Pierce and Wizard's Lightning. But we're going to go ahead and say non-land. Get that land out of there. Dreadhorde Arcanist, gotta love it. A Brainstorm, sure. Yeah, we got stuff to do. This Arcanist could be pretty good. Anything else, kind sir? A second Thieves Guild Enforcer. Let's kill that one. But it does still beef it up. It does leave us a little vulnerable, but we have Arcanist. If he wants to waste a removal spell on the Soul-Scar Mage, then we'll untap drop Arcanist with Spell Pierce backup. Or Snakeskin Veil. They're both equally good. If he attacks, I will not block since we're only one card away. He's not attacking, which is a good sign for us. Okay. This is interesting. Because this guy could get Death Touchy real quick. But what could my opponent do? He could pretty much any cantrip will do it, right? So, I think, do we just hold off? Do we commit to the Dreadhorde Arcanist knowing it might get countered? I'm going to opt for... Actually, let's go to combat here. Yeah, sure. I'm sure he's got plenty of junk to do, but then again, we can pretty much dodge any amount of removal here. The only thing we cannot dodge, of course, is... Well, actually, that's only our graveyard. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's see what he does. He may go for it, he may not. He may just take it. Cool. That I can dig. Let's go Dreadhorde Arcanist. Like I said, if he has... Well, if he has a counter spell, he's going to Memory Lapse. I'm going to opt for no. Yep, that does make the Thieves Guild Enforcer a 3-2. Brainstorm, sure. And we are up to 7 or 8 cards. So now is... Ugh, the other junk is online too. But the good news is we do have stuff to do. And we have time to do... Well, we don't have time to do. He's got 5 cards in his hand. God, I hate rogues. Every card they draw is good. But the good news is after sideboard, we get Brazen Borrower, we get Mystical Dispute. And that's pretty much it. But those are good cards. Probably be taken out. Domri's Ambush. Probably be taken out. Yeah, you can have your damage. Domri's Ambush. Fatal Push. Whatever. He'll be back. Let's try. Hopefully he has a removal spell and not a counter spell, because then we can Snakeskin Veil, but the problem will be if he has a removal spell. Oops! Lucky for us, he did not have... Yep. I think I'm going to go for a land here. Can we kill him? I don't think so. Botanical Sanctum, of course. What else did I miss? Not much. Let's play the Botanical Sanctum. It's kind of hoping for an untapped land so I could Dreadhorde Arcanist with Snakeskin Veil back up, but we'll take what we can get. Nice. Okay. Gotta kill this thing. Ooh, thanks for molding me into the Reckless Rage. All right. So here we're just going to attack. We are going to Reckless Rage. This is what? Once per turn or during each of your turns? Okay. So 3/2. So deals 2 damage. Gets bigger. Okay. If he wants to trade with my Soul-Scar Mage, he is more than welcome to try. Oopsie. Sorry, homie. Seems reasonable. Probably will get milled, but you never know. Nice. Oh. Ooh, that's desperate. Yep. Illegal attacks. Oh, my opponent's dead. Eat it, rogues. I'm just kidding. All right, so God, I like Domri's Ambush, but I think it is probably better. Or we could just do Mystical Dispute for Mystical Dispute. So, okay, what do we want here? We want disputes. We want Brazen Borrowers, and that's about it. What do we not want here? I do like Domri's Ambush, but Sorcery Speed is a little rough. And then 2 more cards got to get out. I don't like taking many of our cantrips. It'd probably be Spell Pierce, all things considered. So, I mean, we are going up for Mystical Dispute. We still have the Snakeskin Veils. Ugh, I love Domri's Ambush, though. Maybe I should... No, I don't like taking instant speed removal for it, especially since this can kill anything in their deck that we're aware of. Could come in with, like, Zerasan or some nonsense. Yeah, I think that'll work, although, man, I'd like Ambush, but being Sorcerer Speed is a bit of a downside, so let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of wish there were more Wizard's Lightning. Sure, that seems reasonable. Finally see this bad boy in action. He did. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead and out of this world. He kills this, and suddenly we got problems. I suppose I could have waited, but the way I see it is if he's committing removal, then he's not extending his board. Nah, I probably should have waited. We'll see, though. He can't... Well, he's got tons of kill spells, yeah. He drew the double kill spell hand, so not much I can do about that. Alright, let's go for a Brainstorm and hope we don't get locked. We got locked. Alright, we're going to need to cycle that. But otherwise, what are we doing this turn? He's not going to play anything instant speed, I wouldn't think. Ugh, that's a beating. With the blue on top. Oh, it is a beating. Yeah, I'm just going to hold the Triome to cycle. Now we're out of stuff to do, which is unfortunate. But then again, my opponent is not doing anything. Oh, please, Thieves Guild Enforcer me. That would be so sweet. No, yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, let's go. Pathway on. We got green, 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 so let's go red. And let's pass. Just going to aim to cycle this Triome. It's going to pay 5 life. Looks like we're both a little threat light. 5 life for that. Seems worth it. Ah, come on. Yep. Abundant Harvest. Sure. Let's go non-land. Another Abundant Harvest. I guess it was the next card. Abundant Harvest again. Non-land. Ooh, a Soul-Scar Mage, you say? Well then, looks like a pass to me. Yeah, we gotta wait till we can actually protect it with all the cards in our hand. Although, I mean, look at his hand. He's got 5 cards in hand, 6 lands in play. Jeez. Okay. Here we go. So what are we doing here? We could play the Elite first, then play the Soul-Scar Mage, because we know we're fighting. Or we could play the Soul-Scar Mage first. Let's go with the Soul-Scar Mage. Let's go with the one he knows about. And then we'll fight over the Elite. Maybe not. See if he lets this one go. He does. Cool. Five cards in hand. How many of them are removal spells is the question here. Okay. He did. Okay, so he's just got everything. But he doesn't have any threats. But then again, neither do we now. So, alright, cool. I'm gonna wait till his end step. He's got something going on. I'm sure he's not just going to, sure. Let's move to his upkeep. See how he feels about this. Drown in the lock. Want him to tap out. We got to resolve something here. Drown in the lock again. I think I'm okay with this. What do you think? That's fine. Got him. Got him. So it begins. Let's go for the Brainstorm into turn. Alright, now we're screwed. Alright. Should have been the Snakeskin Veil. Okay. Now we got nothing going on, unfortunately. Because I should have held the Spell Pierce, huh? Yep, so we're going to take at least 6 from this Thieves Guild Enforcer. I think this one's over. My opponent's mono removal dot hand got us pretty hard. But the good news is we have Snakeskin Veil, and maybe our opponent will be nice enough to mill us. Otherwise, we'll be on the play next game. Ow. Yep. Yep. I got nothing here. All my threats are just kind of hanging out somewhere else, it would seem. Yep. Alright, let's hope that our next card is something good. Otherwise, we be dead. Dead to the rogues. Okay. Okay, why not? Alright. Whoa, it's a leaf. Alright. Cool. Cool story, bro. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Does anything need to change? I think those Spell Piercers do need to come back in. Because holy cow. Opponent's just a walking pile of removal. I don't want to side off Brainstorms, do I? 16, 20 lands. Can't really side out any lands here. No. Alright. We shall try this again. We shall try it again, Mr. Rogues. Now we are on the play. So what do we need? We got to be smarter about his removal, because he's going to have a ton of it. Yeah, I'm going to keep, obviously, but I don't know if there's a way to be smart about this one. So I think I'm just going to go... Yeah, I'll just go Stomping Ground, Soul-Scar Mage. See what I mean about this one Wizard's Lightning? Always has it. But then again, we knew this going into it, so... Probably should have gone with the double red. That was a misplay. Actually, the misplay was not kicking up double red. Maybe we can bluff him into it. Ether Gust would be nice here. Nice. Sure. Seems reasonable. Does he have the Thieves Guild Enforcer? He does not. Let's do it again. I really wish I had any of my reactionary stuff, but I don't. About to hardcast a Stormwing Entity. Sure. Why not? Ugh. Rogues. I hate rogues. Everyone knows this. Now I just need a creature to stick. All these good cards. Snakeskin Veil. Battle Pierce, Mystical Dispute. All would be grand, but not meant to be. Yep. We are a long ways away from having to worry about ugh, cripes, this is frustrating. Okay. Sure thing. I know, it's like I went 3-0 with it yesterday. We know it's good, but God, it's frustrating how good it is. Good for you, opponent. Drawing all your stuff, and I am not drawing anything. Well, that is super frustrating. Super frustrating. Yep. Stormwing Entity sitting in my hand. Where's an abundant harvest when you need it? Opponent's so confident he's willing to play 4 lives. Draw a card. Yep. It's like, yeah, I can't be upset. You went 3-0 with this list yesterday. Fantastic. It's just what I always wanted. He's about to hardcast a, yep. So he's about to hardcast a, into the story without even needing it. Now he's down to 11. If I can get a threat to stick, I will be good, but there's a big if. Yep. Oh boy. Okay. Yep. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So excited. Still excited, but geez, what a snore fest. This is why I got out of standard. And here we are doing it in historic. It's not really why I got out of standard, but it's one of the reasons. I'd say more or less because pile of removal with ultimatums in there somewhere. Deck just got really old playing against. But I'll revisit Standard next week. I've got a couple lists lined up that are cool, I guess. This is why I should just play the Boros Wizard Burn deck, because win or lose, it's over quick. This is agony. Hey, maybe my opponent got disconnected. I'll take a disconnect win. Maybe he's just deep in the zone. Auto zone. Nope, he's back. Yeah, dude, go. Do your thing. I'm not going to stop you. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Probably wondering, what's in this dude's hand? I'm just going to cycle this Triome. Hopefully draw something better. Are you kidding me right now? Do I just start hard casting Stormwing Entities? Is that where we're at? Why not? Can't be drowned yet. This one. After this one, they can be. Oh, wow. Full mana. Go. Yup. Yup. Now my counter spells are useless. We need something here. And my opponent's apparently just in the tank on every single possible decision. Oh joy, a Thieves Guild Enforcer. How lovely. Yes, it is still your priority, sir. Yeah. Sure. Yup. Ow. Only had more Wizards Lightnings. Cool. We got him, guys. We got him. Are you kidding me right now? I can't do it. I just can't do it. This is terrible. Oh. I'm not sure what the moral is here aside from... I don't know. Not great. Let's see if we can, again, try to do something here. That's about as annoying as it can get, but hey. Okay, well, at least he's... I was going to say, at least he's nice enough to get rid of it for me. Thank you. I didn't want either of those freaking cards. Put a threat on top. That'll do. Okay. So we are going to start with a Petty Theft. Sure. Even better. Brazen Borrower, Abundant Harvest. I don't mind either of these cards. Cool. Got me. All my threats just go into the bin. God, I hate rogues. Does anyone else hate rogues as much as me? Because man, do I hate rogues. No blocks. 4 cards in hand. May they all be lands. Oh, that's awfully nice of you, opponent. Well, I guess we'll start. We go with here. We're going to go with non-land here. Give me some goods. Brainstorm. Not the worst. That was the next card. How big can I get this bad boy? Oh, Brainstorm now. Quite possibly. Attack. Start having all the fun in combat. Sure, actually. Let's go with the Brainstorm. Interesting. Hit number 5 seems good to me. Play a Soul-Scar Mage. Pass a turn. Got me. Keeping the Stormwing Entity alive because it's literally our only chance. Yep. Ow, ow. Sure. He's got something. It's a drown in the lock. We are in trouble. Get past blockers. Oh no, it didn't give me back my priority. I'm just kidding, we're screwed. Ah. Oh, we were 1 card short, 1 damage short. Oh, rogues! Alright, Exodus. Be non-rogue so we can have a good time here. Although, man, that was a nail biter. Oh, on the draw. Boo. Boo. Alright, what we got? Sure, seems reasonable. Well, hello there. Hello there. Dreadhorde Arcanist, you say? Steam vents. Let's get the Soul-Scar Mage out. Ah, Jeskai something or other. Yeah, Jeskai control. That's unfortunate. Tempted to play the Triome because if that's a excuse me, if that is a Doomscar. Sorry, I'm like blanking on things, and I don't want to commit another threat to the board just yet. So we could go Triome, attack for 1, pass, but then we're just sitting here. Can't do that either. We're gonna do it this way. Try to encourage him to use that card if it is a Doomscar. Yep. Very well still could be a Doomscar, which is super annoying. Spirebluff Canal. They give me a Brainstorm here. Yeah, it's gonna be the Botanical Sanctum. Got 1 green, so it's gonna be those 2. We're gonna go with non-land. Thank you. Perfect. Oh boy. Sure. That's Reckless Rage ain't gonna be doing much, is it? Nice. Must kill opponent. Must kill opponent. Hold that thought. Why you guys sound so sexy, Teferi? Is it a Doomscar? Or is it like Behold the Multiverse or Saw It Coming or something else pointless? It is a Doomscar. And he played the land untapped, so he has Spell Pierce available. Or he can play around Spell Pierce, I should say. Sure. Oh, that sucks. Spell Pierce did not do a lot of good there. What we got in here? Plenty. Oh boy. Well, this could be awkward. Yeah, we'll just hold to keep up the Snakeskin Veil. We'll attempt to Snakeskin Veil for hexproof reasons. Oh, he got me! Yeah, a lot of these cards need to get out in favor of good cards. Might as well. If he counters this or does something, I'm just going to concede because all these bad cards got to get out of the stack. Okay. This one's not looking good for us, not going to lie. Game 1 at least. There's so many dead cards. Keep up the pace. Sure. Anyways. Yeah, Domri's Ambush puts a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, what else we got? Shame Scoop? Nah, I'm just kidding. He's not going to do that. Sorry. You get me, I'll get you back. Oops! Hey guys, I oopsed. Hold the thought. Yeah. This isn't annoying or anything. Cool. I'm in control, guys. Alright, I'm good. Let's get some better cards in here, shall we? So, Reckless Rage, out. Domri's Ambush, potentially out. Give me a Stroke, Gate, Tail's End, Mystical Dispute. Get out of your ambush. I like Klothys too. I do like Brazen Borrower, but what is it better than? Wizard's Lightning can get out of here, and probably... Klothys provides inevitability, which I like. Be primarily sweepers, so maybe just drop one. Yeah, we'll get rid of one Snakeskin Veil. Ambush is good, but if he's resolved a Planeswalker, I'm probably dead anyways, so let's see. Oh, so excited. I can't believe we lost Rogues by one. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. Be nice to have some more, any of those, counter spells or stuff that I brought in, but we'll take what we can get here. We will take what we can get. Come on, Mr. Jeskai, this should not be this difficult. Thank you. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yep. Yep. Well, Abundant Harvest next turn. I'm gonna hold up. I'll hold up Snakeskin Veil because you never know. Let's start here. Let's go non-land, please. Mystical Dispute. Not bad. Anger of the Gods is something we have to keep in mind. But we'll see. Doing this first main, so if he does want to fight over it, we'll get the prowess triggers, but then again, I don't think I'd fight over it regardless. But I might. Oh, this could just be a blowout. We just have to hope he doesn't go land Anger of the Gods. Blowout City. Cool. At least it's not a Helix. Let's go non-land here. Dreadhorde Arcanist, you say? Nah. Not yet. Next turn, perhaps. I'm not gonna do it without leaving mana open. Yep. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Problem is I can just untap and Doom Scars. He's daring me to counter it, but why is he daring me to counter it? He knows I have it, so why would he do it? I am going to play the Triome, just maximum amount of stuff, but now we're in like deep doo-doo if he just Doom Scars or Wrath of God. Sure. God, we just waltz into this stuff, don't we? Okay. Must be nice. Like I said, it's my fault. Brainstorm. Are you kidding me? Oh, I was so excited about this, but man, we're just getting clobbered. Yep. As the moral of the story is, don't walk into opponent's wrath. God, are you kidding me? Oh, how sad. But what are you gonna do? All right. Third and final match. Man, I was so excited. We're 0-2, despite my excitement. I thought we'd be fine in the Jeskai matchup, but nope. Well, at least we finally get to see Dragonsguard Elite in action, so sure. This seems reasonable. Yeah, I think the biggest thing here is just gotta be better about when to commit threats and when to hold up. But we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. This is a pretty good hand. We can finally see Dragonsguard Elite in action. Yes, I will keep. Rogues rematch? Are you kidding me right now? No. Verdict is still out. Yep. Dreadhorde Arcanist. If someone were to get Fatal pushed, who would I rather get Fatal pushed? Okay. Unfortunately, the Fatal Passage is going to hold priority no matter what, so he may have it, he may not. Very good chance he has it. The next turn we can lead on the Elite Canal, have Snakeskin Veil. No, I can't. I can have Spell Pierce up, which is still pretty good. Whoa! It's not rogues! Alright, I feel better about life already. Alright. Let's just attack. We got nothing to do with the graveyard, I mean. I'm not going to waste a Snakeskin Veil just for the pleasure of re-pumping it back up. Yeah, take one. So let's play the Elite. Spell Pierce up. We might be walking into Absorb, might be walking into a Wrath, but if he Wraths, we'll be able to untap into Dreadhorde Arcanist. I don't like that. It's not the worst. Again, could just be waltzing into a Wrath, which would suck. Interesting, but acceptable. He found it. Good for you, opponent. Good for you. Okay. Anything else you want to annoy me with, sir? Anything at all? Alright, Arcanist, I kind of need you to get us there, since I just cannot stop waltzing into Sweepers. I think I'd be better at this by now. I am not, unfortunately. Nope. Cool. Not exactly what I'm looking for here. Alright, we'll start the slow slog of 1 damage a turn. Eliminate. No. Oh, well, at least he didn't wait till I attack. That's nice of him. Might as well. He's a big buddy. And yeah, let's end it. I could play this Botanical Sanctum. I probably should have. But if I hit a Brainstorm, I need cards to put back. Let's go non-land here. Another Snakeskin Veil. Okay. Ugh, are you serious? A train? Yeah, that's fine. Dragonsguard Elite. Just gonna end the turn here. See what he's got. Show me what you got. Yeah, there's not too much here going on. I'm gonna mute this till this train goes by. Alright, the train's going a little slow, so let's go ahead and commit to this elite. Oh, there it is. Jeez, come on. Let's hope he doesn't have a sweeper is about all that comes down to. Okay, very similar to before, taking out Domir's Ambush, taking out Reckless Rages, bringing in all of our stuff that does stuff here. And then what were the other two cards I took out before? I forget. Oh, Wizard's Lightning was one, and the other one I think was a Snakeskin Veil. But now that this is Esper, I don't like that as much, so I think I'm going to take out a Brainstorm. Alright. There is a train. He's parked outside. I'm going to try to control this. Not a terrible hand here. We're just going to start playing stuff, though. Start with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Next turn, we'll go Abundant Harvest into Stormwing Entity. Sorry, if there's a low rumble, it's because he's actually parked outside. Don't censor me, bro! That works. I'm okay with that one. Okay, I was going to do this. Let's go Abundant Harvest. I'll go with the Stormwing Entity here, although I'll go non-land, please. Soul-Scar Mage, eh? Alright, let's go Stormwing Entity. It does allow Mystical Dispute to be something the opponent can do, but at the same time, I'm going to take this Scry. And if my opponent untaps and Wraths or something silly, you can't eliminate this one, can't do any of the normal stuff, so... I mean, obviously he can do something, because he's tanking. I think I'm okay with both of these. So we'll just leave it. Okay, that's all for me. I'm gonna go ahead and mute this. Although, I mean, I can tell by the that there is a low rumble coming through. I'm sorry for that. You know what? I'm just gonna only mute it when I'm talking. Actually, you know what? I think I am going to let that Tail's End go and just go for a land here. So let's see what opponent wants to do. Because I would like to make a land drop this turn to keep everything going. That's the thing about Abundant Harvest. It's like, what do I need? Land or non-land? I mean, Abundance is a great card, and a one-shot of it is still really good. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause this. Oh, I meant pause it. What just happened? What just happened? You all saw that, right? What just happened? What just happened? Okay, you know what? I have no idea what just happened. I'm pretty sure I was going to win that match, too. That's the worst part about that. Or at least I had a good fighting chance. Okay. Oh, okay, you know what? We're going to count it as a win. Oh, man. Let me guess. It didn't give me any credit for a win. Nope. It just literally gave me the boot. Alright, I don't have enough time to do a whole new match, unfortunately. I do have to get back to work. So, okay. I was very excited to play this list. I'm a little less so now. It definitely could have been my fault. Some of the plays were questionable. Sometimes they just had a mountain of removal. Dang. You know? Sometimes they just have all the removal. This still seems like a sweet list. I may play this some more. You know what I'm going to do? Screw you, Arena. I'm going to say I won. 1 and 2, baby. I do feel like we had a pretty good shot in that last match, but at the same time, God, that's annoying. Okay, well, anyways, this is sweet. Maybe it's definitely, you definitely got to nail it down. I would like to see more Wizard's Lightnings, maybe less Domri's Ambush, because Domri's Ambush is good, but we didn't get to see Dragonsguard Elite in action too much. It did win us that last game that we were able to play. God, that was frustrating. I don't know what just happened. You know what? I don't even care. Arena just kicked me out. You all saw it. It's, I guess, a hazard of Arena. Who knows? Okay. Well, anyways, that is, I guess, all for me. I will see everybody later.